Hello, hello, guys. Jasmine here. So, today we are going to do a little overview on Facebook Ads Manager. So, I know a lot of people are wanting to use this or are already using this. And so, I just kind of wanted to give you a quick overview, a little tutorial on how to navigate through it. So, for those of you that don't know how to get to the Ads Manager, all you have to do is go to business.facebook.com. It pops up for you. Or if you pull up your Facebook, so I'm going to pull up my page right here. And if you go over here to the left under Explore, it's going to be in a different place for everybody. So right over here, come on, it's frozen. 1 second, guys. That's not what I'm trying to do. All right. It's not letting me do it when I just did it. Well, anyways, if you look on this side here and you scroll, it's not letting me for some reason. And you scroll down, there it goes. Boom, you'll see Ads Manager right there. You can click there and it will pull up this exact screen that I have up for you guys. So let's go ahead and dive in. So if you look here, this is just kind of the whole deal here. It's not as complicated as it looks, I promise. If you go up here to the left, you can look at your analytics, your posts, and then this is the actual manager where we're managing ad sets and campaigns and things like that. So we're going to leave it on here. These are some of the different ads. So like this is one of my clients here. This is my personal account. And then this is the account that I run from my business account right here. So I'm going to leave that one up because that's actually where I've ran ads from. And so if you look down here, there's several, running Facebook ads is, it's a lot to it. I mean, you need to take a course and some, but it's not impossible to do. So if you go here to account overview, it pretty much just gives you, an overview literally of everything that you have going on, how many people you've reached, how much money you've spent, how many impressions you've gotten, how many link clicks. And this will be for your active ads. So if you have multiple ads running, you will be able to see all those metrics here with what's going on. And all the information will be down here as well as the location where these people coming from. It gets that deep. And then under creative reporting, you can come in here and just run reports for some of your different ads to see what's performing well or better, et cetera, et cetera. And that is where all that information will be here. So under campaigns, as you can see, I've done, quite a bit of different ones. So before we create one, I just kind of want to run through this and what it looks like. So let me move myself out the way, maybe up here. Okay. So you have your campaign name here. You can name it whatever you like. And then it's going to have your delivery. So this is pretty much the current status of your campaign. Is it pending? So when you create a campaign, Facebook has to review it. So it will have like in review. So if you create one and you're like, boom, I'm ready to get this started, it has to be reviewed by Facebook first to make sure that it follows all of the rules. Once it gets past that point, if you have just a certain amount of dollar spend per day, and then you're going to only run it for a certain amount of days, that's what this means down here is completed. And then these other ones here are just ones that we didn't finish and that we just turned off for whatever reason. So that's kind of what this column is about. Then you have your budget. So like I kind of mentioned earlier, you can do a daily spend. You can use an ad set and kind of play around with the different ads to see which one's performing better. There are different options with that. And then you have your results here. So when you create a campaign, you have different options on what kind of campaign you want to create. And that's kind of what this is about. So if you've ever been on your Facebook page and it's always trying to get you to boost the post and you're scared because you're like, wait, I don't want to pay for anything, or why is this popping up? Well, only you can see that ad. And basically Facebook is saying, hey, this is one of your better performing posts. Why don't you boost this post to reach even more people, right? That's how they make their money. So that's why they're always trying to do that. So if you've seen that, that's what that is from, whether it's just from a post. It could be from a lot of different things. You have your reach on here. When the ad is active, you're able to pull this info right here. You actually can, and I'll show you in a second, you can go up here and find that as well. It tells you your impressions, your cost per result, which is your cost per lead, the amount that you spent, and then kind of when it ended or if it's ongoing. So I mentioned this earlier with the budget, same situation. If you want to do an amount per day, you totally can. And if you want to have an ending date, that is what these dates are, right? But if you have a campaign that is ongoing, you just shut it off, then it's going to be, I said budgeted, but it's the delivery. Then it'll be just inactive. You can just shut it off. That's fine. That's completely fine. So that's kind of what this page is about. And then another cool thing that you can do is, you can go up here and check the dates. So you can go in here and be like, oh, okay, I want to check this date to this date. And you have that option as well. And then you can compare it to another time. So maybe you ran ads for 7 days here and 7 days here, and you want to see which one performed better, which one had more impressions, blah, blah, blah. It's the same. You can use this right here to do that. And this right here is just a refresher button, pretty short and sweet. And then right here, the view setup button. I don't think it's going to let me do it, which is fine. There we go. It just basically has, a little bit different setup, but pretty much the same information. You have your campaign ID, which is right here. You have your actual buying type, like the way that you're paying for the ads, which if depending on how, like if you don't have a set amount of budget, then it will be considered an auction. You're basically paying based off of who sees your ad and how much reach you get. That's actually what you're paying for. And we'll kind of go over that a little bit more when we create a campaign. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and create a campaign just so you can see what it looks like. Come on, hopefully it doesn't run too slow. All right. So a lot here. We've talked about pretty much all of this stuff, right? So you can create a new campaign. You want to choose your objective of your campaign, right? You can also do a quick creation if you're like, all right, this is too much for me. You can do that. And if you've run ads before, you can use an existing campaign, which is just amazing. What is your marketing objective? So this kind of ties into that area earlier. I can't even think, I'm drawing a blank right now, but anyways, you can go in here and say, okay, I want to increase my engagement. I want to boost lead generation or create more brand awareness, whatever it may be. You can go in there and choose all that. And you're just going to basically follow the prompts. You're going to be able to create an audience here, right? And then budget, and you're going to be able to create your budget and the dates that you want to run your ads. Where you want your ads to be placed, because you can do Instagram, you can do Facebook, they're owned by the same company. Where do you want these ads to be? And then, your actual ads here. So it's pretty neat. There we go. So let's go back really quick. All right. If you go under ad sets here, very, very, very similar format as the campaigns. But these are just your ad sets, which mean there are 2 or 3 different ads in one set. And this is basically everything, same thing, ad set name, the delivery type, your bid strategy, which is your budget, and how you structure that. Are you doing, a certain amount of money, dollars on a daily basis? What does that look like? Your last significant edit, which is really neat to have that feature, especially if you have someone running ads for you, you can see what's going on and know what's going on at all times. Your results here. So like this one was a lead magnet here. We ran that. This was a form for lead generation, post engagement. I think this was just like a really high performing post. So we just boosted it. Same thing here. And the list goes on. This one was just how many people we can reach for that specific thing. Let me see what that one was. Some of these are really old, so I don't remember. That was 2017. I don't remember. That was a while ago. So let's see. Same thing. Reach, impressions, cost per result. when it, and same thing as we did on the ad set. And then here are the actual ads here on this last tab. And these are the actual ads. So you can have a campaign running with several ads. For those of you that are like, what is the difference? You can have a campaign running with several ads. So if you're doing a launch, you're going to have different ads for different parts of that launch. And so you will build out the campaign that way. And so the same thing applies here as when you're creating it, or you can create one single ad. So these here are just literally most of these in one single ads. Some were campaigns, ad set, etc. So that's just kind of a breakdown of that so that you understand it better. But now I want us to go in here and look at the analytics. So the ads manager, that's literally where you're managing your ads, every aspect of it. You're seeing how it's performing, like anything pertaining to the ads, you can go in there and edit and see everything. But I want to go ahead and hop over to the analytics. Let's take a look at that. If it's not too slow. All right. There we go. There we go. It's coming slowly but surely. And I'm on like the fastest, supposedly the fastest internet ever. So you can go in here and look at, so like for me, I've ran different, I run Facebook pages and accounts, Facebook ad accounts for all of my clients. So a lot of them add me. This is just a couple I have right now, but usually I have like 15 or 20 at a time. So we're going to go here to my ad account. All right, just waiting patiently. Sorry for the delay. I'm just going to take a sip of my just amazing juice I have while we wait. Perfect. All right, so back here is very, 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 very important. I have a Facebook pixel installed on my website. For, basically to say like to track what's going on for Facebook with my website is really, really, really cool. So check this out. I have 200 in monthly active users, 209 new users, and I'm plus 10.3K%, which is really, really awesome. And you can just go in here and check all this information out. So make sure that you go and grab the Facebook pixel and then just you can just definitely YouTube a video, install it yourself. Or you can just get somebody to do it really quick for you and install it on the back end of your website, and you'll be able to see these same numbers that I see. And last but not least, let's go over here to page posts so I can show you what that is about. And hopefully it doesn't take long to load. So I promise this is the last time that hopefully we'll load the page. Alrighty, I think we're back. Yay. I'm sorry it took so long, guys. I've even done some trainings before where I've had the pages up and still tech got the best of me, and it was still just a process. So I greatly apologize for the delay. Well, this is the last thing I want to show you guys on here. So these are your page posts. So remember how basically these are all of the posts that you have posted on your page. And the cool thing about it is you see on here how much your reach is, the engagement that you got when it was created. And you can go on here and create ads off of any of these. So it's pretty cool. I'm sorry. What I meant to say was, that's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say, these are the posts on my page that I created ads with, and kind of some of the numbers. So sorry I said that backwards. I didn't mean to say that. I was in another world. So yeah, you can create a post and do the same thing, and create an ad out of that. So I hope this was super helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Facebook Ads Manager tutorial. And if you need help with running Facebook ads, feel free to reach out at jasmineandco.org. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.